The Changeling, Star Trek Season 2. We're continuing our reviews of all of the classic Star Trek episodes. We're going to do the cartoon also. Let's talk about this one using my space system. Story, pacing, artistry, characters, enjoyment. Each category gets a score between 0 and 2. 2 is the best that you can get in any category. I'm giving the storyline of this one a 1.5. If you're watching this video, you've already seen this episode. Nobody's watching this who hasn't seen it. This is that one where it's the V'ger kind of a thing. That nomad probe shows up. It's merged with this other alien probe. It's wiping out everything that's imperfect. So I'm gone. I'm going to be gone, no problem. All of us are going to be dead if this thing goes anywhere. Comes aboard the Enterprise. It thinks Kirk is its creator. The actual creator was something Roy Kirk. And they're like, oh, Roy Kirk. So it was damaged. So it just recognized as Kirk. It thinks he's the creator. It starts to zap people. It zaps Scotty and kills him, and he's dead, and he never shows up again, and that's it. Very unfortunate. Scotty was a great character. It sucked that he died here. He's back in the same episode because it repaired the unit. Wow, that was great. The Star Trek the motion picture, which I love, and I give that a 10 out of 10. By the way, I can review the movies too if you guys want. I just gave it up 10 out of 10 for motion picture. I love it. Anyway, that's sort of where this kind of storyline came from. I like the storyline. And I like the idea of what's going on. I'm not giving it a full 2 out of 2 only because I feel like it's one of these things where it comes on and then Kirk just has to outsmart it or make it blow itself up. And I felt that was like, it was okay for like Landru and some of these other ones. I think this thing would have been too intelligent for that to have worked, I guess. I don't know. It's just something is slightly off. I can't exactly put my finger on it. Because when I was watching it, this is my 4th or 5th time going through these, and then when this episode came out, I'm like, oh yeah, shit, this is a good one. This is a really good one. And I was like, there's just a couple of things missing. So I don't know. I can't give it the full 2 out of 2, but I'll definitely give it a 1.5 because I do like the idea. It's pretty neat. On the same track here with the pacing, I'm also going to give the pacing a 1.5. Kind of the same reason. There's a lot of like, oh, we don't want to piss it off, right? We got to, be careful of what we say and how we act around it. And it just gets slightly repetitive. You're like, okay. Like if we look at the Amok Time, which I'm sure you've watched by now because that was the first season 2 one I did. If you look at that one, they kind of solve the problem and then there's more. It's like they give you a little bit more in that one. This one, it's just what it is, that the thing comes on the ship and that's it. It's a ship's episode where you just it's just walking around. It's not boring, right? So if I give something a 1 out of 2, that means it's good, right? 0 is awful, 1 is good, 2 is amazing. So it's somewhere between good and amazing. Like I I wasn't bored, but again, it's not amazing. You're like, whoa, man, that was, for the artistry, I'm going to give it a 1. There's really nothing going on. It's just on the ship. That the Nomad probe thing looks kind of neat at the lights and stuff. And I'm actually watching the upgraded Blu-ray copies, and they did not digitally remove the wires. I'm surprised they didn't remove the wiring because sometimes you see the wire and like, and then it's a bit. I don't know. I can't. I don't know what to tell you. I know if you don't watch the Blu-ray, you're not going to see that, but I see it and it's irritating me. I'm shocked that the upgraded Blu-rays with the digital, effects didn't remove the wiring. Like I think that would have been completely okay. It's not like George Lucas where he added 400 sand crawlers and 10 million Jawas or something. Like it's like you can remove the wire. Like I think that's fair game. But anyways, it's just on the ship. So everything still looks cool. Like I like the design of the Nomad. It's kind of neat. So I'm still giving it a 1. It's good. The artistry portion was good. Characters, I'm going to give it a 1.5 on this one. Again, a lot of it has to do with the side characters. So in this case, the side character is really the Nomad machine, and I don't know how I feel about it. It's okay. It's like, I am Nomad. You are... I will repair the unit. It's like, It's like, okay, well, whatever. It's just like another one of these machines that Kirk's going to outsmart. It's okay. The rest of the crew obviously is awesome. Like Kirk, Spock, McCoy, Scotty. They're all cool. I love everybody. Sulu, Uhura, like everyone. Like the original cast is just the best. That's one of the big points of the show. But again, for the side, we got to talk about Nomad. So I like I like Nomad. I like Nomad. I'll leave it at that. I like Nomad. I don't love Nomad. For the enjoyment factor, I'm gonna give this a 1.5. I actually do like this episode. It's just something's off for me. I don't know what it is. I just can't get pumped up for it. They're not really on another planet or anything, and they're not solving. The only problem they're really solving is just getting rid of this machine, and Kirk's just gonna outsmart it. It's like, you have made a mistake. You're in error. Okay. I guess that was it, right? So it's just like it destroyed like all these lives. Um, I don't know. I wish there would have been something more to it. I guess making it simple is kind of cool. So I'm still giving it a 1.5. I still personally really enjoy this one, but so my final rating is going to be a 7 out of 10. So far, has this been the weakest one? I think this has been the weakest one of season 2, but still pretty good. It's better than some of the season 1 episodes. So I still liked this one. I just don't love it that much. And again, I am comparing Star Trek to Star Trek. I'm not comparing this episode to an episode of, trash Disney Star Wars, right? Obviously, I will take any classic Star Trek episode versus any Disney TV series for Star Wars, except maybe a couple of Mandalorian episodes, maybe not even that. So the Changeling is better than anything Disney Star Wars has come out with for TV shows and movies too, really. But I'm comparing this to like Amok Time and friggin' Devil in the Dark. Like, hello, those are like City on the Edge of Forever. Like, no way, right? So still really liked it. 7 out of 10. Check out my friend Clobberin Time's channel. Link is in the description. Him and his team every Saturday night Star Trek, they do 4 episodes and they really go in depth. It's super interesting. So make sure you guys are watching those live streams. If you like my space system, like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff. That's it, everybody. Thanks for watching. Until next time.